students. Today we are going to enter into the fourth lesson, that is your concepts of operating system. We are going to have the fourth lesson. It is your concepts of operating system. Before entering into today's topic, we can see what else we have discussed earlier. So at the beginning you people finished what are the components of the computer, and you have finished you got some knowledge about your computer. So in that first lesson, what do you people finish? Yes, you have got the knowledge about what do you mean by input. Then you people have finished what do you mean by output. Similarly, example for each and everything, all you people finished. And similarly, you could have gotten basic knowledge about computer from the first lesson. So this is discussed in your first lesson. And the second lesson, what you people finished? Yes, there you people finished number system. You people finished number system. Here, what are the knowledge you people got? Yes, here you people finished discussing what is a bit, what is a byte, what is a word, what is a word length, and you people perform some calculations also. That is some problems. How to convert, yes, binary to decimal, decimal to octal, a sequence of some calculations you people perform. Yes, that is your second lesson. And what is the third for you? Yes, third lesson, it is your computer organization. Here you people finish computer organization. Yes, here also we finished. We discussed about the microprocessor. Here we discussed about the microprocessor. Yes, here we finished the characteristics, then the types. Characteristics also we finished, types also we finished. Similarly, RAM, ROM, that and also we finished. So the sequence of lesson is like that. First you people are going to get a basic knowledge about the computer. Then what are the calculations that are going to be performed. And the next you people are going to see which is acting as the brain of the computer and which part is more important for you. Yes, that is the microprocessor is more important for you. So it is your brain of your computer. Which is the brain of your computer? Yes, CPU is the brain of the computer, and CPU is realized by means of the microprocessor. So from the basic, next step, and now we are going to, or now we are moving to the next step. It is your operating system. So the fourth lesson you people are going to discuss about, it is your OS. So by the name itself you people will be clear. Operating system. It is your OS, that is operating system. Something is going to operate the system. Something is going to operate the system. So which is going to operate the system, that we are going to discuss full in this lesson. That only we are going to discuss in this lesson. Yes, before discussing about the operating system, we can have a glance about a few terms. We can have the glance about few terms. In that, first we are going to see the term software. Already you could have heard about this name. What is a software? What is a software? So you people will be familiar with the term software. But I think you will not be clear, or you don't know the exact definition for software. Yes, what is a software? Yes, software is nothing but it is a set of instruction. Software is nothing but it is a set of instructions that perform specific tasks. That perform specific task. Specific means it is going to perform only one task that is specified to it. A software is nothing but it is a set of instructions that perform specific tasks. It is going to do some task only, that task that is specified for it. அதாவது சாஃப்ட்வேர்னா என்ன செய்ய போகுது, என்னது அப்படின்னா அது வேற ஒன்றுமே இல்லை, சம் செட் ஆஃப் இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன்ஸ் அதில் இருக்குது. அந்த இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன்ஸ் என்ன வேலை செய்யும்படி அந்த இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன்ஸ்க்கு கமாண்ட் இருக்கோ அதை மட்டும்தான் என்ன செய்ய போகுது, இந்த சாஃப்ட்வேர் உனக்கு செய்ய போகுது. ஸோ இந்த வாட் திஸ் ஆக்சுவலி த சாஃப்ட்வேர் இஸ் கோயிங் டு டூ அப்படின்னா it actually interacts with the hardware. It actually interacts with the hardware. Interacts with the hardware. It actually interacts with the hardware. Whether you people are able to understand the hardware language or the user is able to interact with the hardware, no, it is quite impossible for the user to interact with the hardware. So that task is done by the software. So software is nothing but it is a set of instructions that perform specific tasks. Similarly, it interacts with the hardware to generate the output, desired output. Desired means needed output. So the definition for software can be given as it is a set of instructions that perform specific tasks. It interacts with the hardware to generate the desired output. Why there is a need for the software to interact with the hardware? Since the user don't know or can't interact with the hardware, just some instructions only can interact with the hardware to produce the output that you people are in need. So only we are in need of software. Next we can see what are the types of software. So here you are having two types of software. The first one, it is your application software. And the next one, it is your system software. First one, it is your application software, and the next one, it is your system software. Yes, by the name itself, you people will be clear. Application software, yes, this software is mainly used for some application. So system software, it is mainly used to work or interact with the system. So it is your system software. Yes, what is an application software? So application software is a set of programs. It is nothing but a set of programs to perform specific tasks. So application software is nothing but it is a set of programs to perform specific tasks. Example you people can have. So the familiar example you people will be familiar with MS Word, and the next one, it is your VLC player. So by using this MS Word, you people will be familiar with this Microsoft Word. So by means of this application, what you people can do? Just you people can write letters, text, that only you people can do. So by means of this, you are unable to play music in this application. So this application is just used for your documentation purpose. Just for that specific task, you are having MS Word. Similarly, next you people are having another one example. It is your VLC player. What do you mean by VLC player? Yes, by means of this player, you people will be listening songs. Okay, ba? So by means of this application, what you people can do? Yes, you people can listen to music. But by means of this, you people can't have any documentation. That you people can't write any letters. You people can't write any alignment, that and all we are unable to do with this VLC player. So don't forget, application software is nothing but it is used to perform specific task only. This MS Word is only for documentation and VLC player is only for your to have your music. Is clear with this application software? Yes, next we can see the next one. It is your system software. So by the name itself, you people will be clear. It is a system software. It is a program designed to run the computer hardware. So it is a program designed to run computer hardware, and it is designed to run computer hardware. Okay, wow. So this by the name itself system. Okay, wow. It is going to interact with the computer hardware. So example you people can have the main example. It is your operating system, and the next one it is your language processor. First one it is your operating system, the next one it is your language processor. Okay, wow. So these two are your system software. By means of this only your system is able to work. Okay, wow. So clear with the two types of software. What are the two types of software you are having? Application software, and the next one it is your system software. So what is an application software? Application software is nothing but it is a set of programs to perform perform specific task. Okay, va? Example MS Word, and the next one it is your VLC player. And the second one you people are having, it is your system software. What it is? A program designed to run the computer hardware and application programs. Example you people will be having your operating system, and the next you people are having, it is your language processor. So clear with the types of software? Yes, now we can see the definition for operating system. We can see the definition for operating system. So what is an operating system? Just now we finished. Operating system is nothing but it is a system software. So it is a system software which serves as an interface between. It acts as the interface between a user and a computer. So how you people can define an operating system is, it is a system software which acts as an interface between a user and a computer. So what do you mean by interface? Yes, you people can tell it is acting as an intermediator. Okay, well, it is your user. It is going to give some of the information, and here you are going to have the operating system, and that it is your computer. Okay, va? So don't see this one, it is a separate one. எல்லாமே தனித்தனி கிடையாது. கம்ப்யூட்டருக்குள்ள தான் உனக்கு இது இருக்கு. உனக்கு புரியறதுக்காக உனக்கு சொல்லிருக்கேன். ஓகேவா? So this one is acting as an interface between the user and the computer. So what this operating system is going to do? What this operating system is going to do? It is going to control input. This is going to control input, output, and other peripheral devices. What do you mean by peripheral? What do you mean by peripheral devices? Have you heard about the term peripheral? பெரிஃபரல்னா அந்த கம்ப்யூட்டருக்கு வெளியே இருக்கிறது. சரியா? அதுக்கு அவுட்டரா வெளியே கனெக்ட் பண்ணியிருப்பாங்களா அது. அப்போ வெளியே என்னெல்லாம் கனெக்ட் பண்ணியிருப்பாங்க? எஸ், யூ பீப்புள் வில் பி ஹேவிங் பிரிண்டர்ஸ் and some other electronic devices, speakers, etc. You people will be having many things. Okay, wow. So these are the few that you people are familiar, and these are few to name. Okay, wow. So what is actually the operating system is going to do? It is going to control the input, output, and the peripheral devices. So peripheral devices, few to name are printers, speakers, and some of the electronic devices. So clear with the definition for operating system? So it is nothing but it acts as an interface between the user and a computer. So this operating system is going to control input, output, and the peripheral devices. So clear with this one. Next we can see what is the function of the operating system. Next we can see the function of the operating system. Everything will be discussed briefly. First we can have a glance. Okay, well, first it is going to manage the file. First function is it is going to manage the file. Next one, it is your process management. First one, it is your file management. Next one, process management. And next one, it is your memory management. And the next one, it is your device management. And you people are having many more. And so on. Okay, fine. These are two names. So what are the functions of the operating system? The first one, it is your file management. Next one is your process management. Next one, memory management. Next, you people are going to have the device management, and you will be having more. So without the operating system, we can't imagine how a computer will be. Without the operating system, we can't imagine how the computer will be, able to manage the resources. You people know what are the resources, how it is going to manage the resources. So it is quite impossible to imagine about that one. So when a computer is switched on for you, the operating system is automatically loaded from the memory. So where the operating system is available? Yes, operating system is seen in the memory. Operating system is available in the memory. When you people switch on the computer, automatically the operating system is loaded from the memory automatically. No need the user has to instruct the computer, yes, go and take the operating system from the memory. No need to instruct that one. automatically the operating system is taken from the memory. So why you need an operating system? Just now we have discussed some basic thing. Why you need an operating system? The main point to tell is user can't understand the machine language. Similarly, computer also can't understand English language. Machine can't understand the English language. So to make the computer to understand the English language, you people are having the operating system. Okay, wow. So user is going to give all the input in which language? The language that is understandable by the user. So generally to tell, it will be in English only. Mainly it will be in English only. So user is giving all the instruction just by means of the English to the computer. Whether the computer can understand English language, or generally to tell whether the machines can understand English language. No, it is quite impossible for a machine to understand English language. So what is actually happening? This English language is converted into machine language. This English language is converted into machine language. Okay, wow. So this machine language is understandable by the computer. It is understandable by the computer. Okay, wow. So computer means you people understand. It is your operating system. It is your CPU. Here all tasks. Generally it is told here. Okay, wow. So machine language is understood by the computer, and user can understand only that language that the user know. Generally to talk English. Okay, wow. So this is the way actually what is happening. So what else you people are typing in English, everything will be converted into machine language. Everything will be converted into machine language. So machine language is nothing but it is a combination of zeros and one. It is nothing but a combination of 0 and 1. So that is your second lesson. So 0 and 1, this is nothing but it is your bits. Clear? So second lesson you finish the definition and all know. So this 0 and 1, this combination of zeros and ones are only understood by the computer. Okay, wow. So for example, you people are giving just you are keying in a term A. You are just keying a term A. What it will be happening? What it will be happening for you? This A will be automatically converted into the machine language combination, that is your ones and zeros. For example, I am giving an example sequence. Okay, wow. So like this it will be converted. Just you people are typing a letter A, it will be automatically converted into this combination of zeros and ones, and then only it will be entering through the sequence of process, that is whether it is going to display on the monitor or what else task that you people have asked to do, everything will be done. So A only you people know. User க்கு என்னதான் தெரியும், நம்ம ஏங்கிற லெட்டர் டைப் பண்ணாதான் தெரியும். உள்ள போய் என்ன நடந்ததுங்கிறது யாருக்கு தெரியவே தெரியாது, யூசருக்கு தெரியவே தெரியாது. ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்காக இது ஜீரோஸ் அண்ட் ஒன்ஸாக உனக்கு கன்வெர்ட் ஆயிரும். கன்வெர்ட் ஆகி நீ என்ன வேலை செய்ய சொல்கிறியோ அதை நீட்டாக பெர்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணிவிட்டு யூ பீப்புள் வில் பி ஹேவிங் த அவுட்புட் பேக் அகெயின் ஆன் தி மானிட்டர். ஸோ நீ ஏங்கிற லெட்டரை டைப் பண்ணியிருக்க, ஜஸ்ட்டு கீபோர்டில் ப்ரெஸ் தான் பண்ணியிருக்க. ஓகேவா? உனக்கு இப்போ மானிட்டரில் டிஸ்பிளே வரணும். டிஸ்பிளே வர்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஆக்சுவலாக என்ன நடக்குது? ஸோ ஜீரோஸ் அண்ட் ஒன்ஸாக கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணி அதில் இருக்கிற இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் படி நெக்ஸ்ட் த லெட்டர் ஏ வில் பி டிஸ்பிளேட் ஆன் தி மானிட்டர் ஃபார் யூ. ஏ உனக்கு என்ன ஆகும்? மானிட்டரில் டிஸ்பிளே ஆகும். ஸோ உள்ள உனக்கு ஒன்ஸ் அண்ட் ஜீரோஸாக மாறினது உனக்கு யூசருக்கு தெரியுமா? ஸோ நோ, த யூசர் டசன்ட் நோ வாட் இஸ் ஆக்சுவலி ஹேப்பனிங் இன்சைட் தி கம்ப்யூட்டர். What is actually happening inside the computer? For example, if people consider, நீ ஏன்னு கீபோர்டில் டைப் பண்ணுற, ஜீரோஸ் அண்ட் ஒன்ஸாக வந்திருக்கு. உனக்கு அவுட்புட்டும் ஒன்ஸ் அண்ட் ஜீரோஸ் இப்படி வந்தால் உனக்கு என்னென்னு புரியுமா? அச்சோ நம்ம we have typed only A, but we are having different combination of number. What it is? You will be somewhat blinking. So only this operating system is converting the machine language to back to the English language, and it is given sent back to the user. So after processing here, it is again, that is in the machine language level only, all the processing is going to be done. Then it is going to be converted into the language that is understood by the user. Then you are going to have the output. Then only you people are going to have the output. So these machine level transformation changes, everything will be undergone by the operating system. Everything will be done by means of this operating system only. So clear with a simple example. ஏன்னு ஒரு லெட்டரை நீ கீபோர்டில் டைப் பண்ணுற, அது உனக்கு ஏயா மானிட்டரில் என்ன இருக்கணும், டிஸ்பிளே ஆகிருக்கணும். ஆனால் கம்ப்யூட்டருக்குள்ளே போகும்போது உள்ளே என்ட்ரானு ஆப்ரேட்டிங் சிஸ்டம் ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்காக இதை என்னதாயிரும், இது எக்ஸாம்பிளாக தான் போட்டிருக்கேன் சரியா, 1s and 0s மாற்றிடும். அப்படியே உனக்கு மானிட்டரில் டிஸ்பிளே ஆகுனா உனக்கு புரியாது. அதே இது திரும்பி என்ன செய்ய போகுது, இட் இஸ் த லாங்குவேஜ் தட் மஸ்ட் பி அண்டர்ஸ்டூபிள் பை த யூசராக அது கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணி உனக்கு மானிட்டரில் ஏங்கிற லெட்டரை டிஸ்பிளே பண்ணும். ஸோ இந்த டாஸ்கோட வேலையெல்லாம் மொத்தமாக யார் செய்ய போகிறா, everything to be done by the operating system only. Everything to be done by the operating system only. Yes, you people can have some of the familiar example for the operating system. You can have the example for the operating system. You people tell few example for the PC. PC means personal computer. Yes, first you people can have the Windows. Yes, this is your most familiar one. Next one it is your Unix, and next you people will be having your Linux. So these are the few familiar operating system for the personal computer. And for your mobile devices, what you people are going to have? Yes, the first one it is your Android, and the next one it is your iOS. The first one it is your Android, and the next one it is your iOS. That is for your mobile operating system. So clear with the example. So the example for your personal computer operating system example, okay va? For your computer, that is your personal computer, is your Windows, Unix, and the next one is your Linux. And for mobile, you people are having Android, and the next one you people are having your iOS. So clear with them what is an operating system and why you need that one. Clear? Yes, simple to tell. To convert the English language into the machine language, that is machine understandable language, and doing the reverse process again, you people are going to have the operating system. For that only you people are having the operating system. So clear with the introduction. Yes, next we can see what are the need for operating system. Why you need an operating system? What is the need for an operating system? Need for operating system. Why you need an operating system? Just now we have discussed everything. Okay, why it is going to control all the peripheral devices. So here what it is going to do now? Yes, it enables the user to design. It enables the user to design. So we have discussed by now. Okay, wow. User to design applications without the knowledge of the application. Without the knowledge of the computer's internal hardware. Without the knowledge of the computer's internal structure of hardware. Internal structure of hardware. So why you need a operating system means it enables the user to design the application. So for example, anyone is developing a apps application for your cell phones or your computers. So for that person, they are not in need to have any knowledge of the internal structure of the computer. That is computer's internal structure பற்றியும் அந்த ஹார்ட்வேரை பற்றியும் உங்களுக்கு என்ன வேண்டாம், ரொம்ப நாலேஜ் இருக்கணும்னு அவசியமே இல்லை. ஜஸ்ட் அவங்க என்ன பண்ணால் போதும், ஆப்பை மட்டும் டெவலப் பண்ணால் போதும். ஸோ திஸ் ஆப்ரேட்டிங் சிஸ்டம் only going to manage all the software and the hardware. So operating system is going to manage all the software and hardware. நீ எப்படி ஆப்ஸ் செஞ்சு கொடுத்தாலும் உன் கம்ப்யூட்டரில் இன்ஸ்டால் பண்ணினாலும் அது என்ன ஆக ஆரம்பிச்சிடும், உன்னோட சிஸ்டத்துக்கு ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்காக புரியும்படியாக யார் கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணி கொடுத்துருவா, ஆப்ரேட்டிங் சிஸ்டம் உனக்கு கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணி கொடுத்துருப்போ போகுது. ஸோ அப்போ நீ பார்த்துக்கிட்டேன்னா உனக்கு இந்த ஆப்ரேட்டிங் சிஸ்டம் என்ன ஆகிட்டு இருக்கும், இட் இஸ் ஆல்வேஸ் கோயிங் டு ரன். அதுக்கு வந்து ரெஸ்ட்டுங்கிறதே கிடையாது. ஆப்ரேட்டிங் சிஸ்டம் உன் சிஸ்டமில் கம்ப்யூட்டரில் என்ன ஆகிட்டே இருக்கும், ரன் ஆகிட்டே இருக்கும். ரன் ஆகிட்டே இருந்தால் அப்போ எதெல்லாம் அது யூஸ் பண்ண போகுது, தே ஆர் கோயிங் டு ஆக்சஸ் த யாரு operating system is going to access the computer's memory, that is your CPU. Next it is your computer memory and the storage. So I already told you operating system is going to run full. அதுக்கு ரெஸ்ட்டுங்கிறதே கிடையாது, கண்டினியூஸ்லி இட் இஸ் கோயிங் டு ரன். ஸோ இப்போ அது ரன் ஆகும்போது எதெல்லாம் அதை ஆக்சஸ் பண்ண போகுது? இட் இஸ் கோயிங் டு ஆக்சஸ் த CPU, மெமரி அண்ட் தி ஸ்டோரேஜ். இட் இஸ் கோயிங் டு ஆக்சஸ் த CPU, memory and the storage. So why you need an operating system na? Why you need that one? Simple to tell, to manage all the software and the hardware. It is going to manage all the software and the hardware. The next it is, it enable the user to design the application. User க்கு அது ரொம்ப ஹெல்ப்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்குது. என்ன எந்த விதத்தில் ஹெல்ப்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்குது? டு நாட் டு ஹாவ் தி நாலேஜ் அபவுட் தி வாட் ஆர் தி ஹார்ட்வேர் காம்பனன்ட்ஸ் தட் ஆர் அவைலபிள் இன்சைட். அதை பற்றின ஜென்ரலாக திங்கிங்கே இல்லாமல் என்ன பண்ணிடலாம்? they can develop the application. Similarly, this operating system run full. நீ கம்ப்யூட்டர் ஆன் பண்ண உடனே அது என்ன ஆகிட்டே தான் இருக்க போகுது, உனக்கு ஃபுல்லாக ரன் ஆகிட்டே இருக்கிறதுனால it is always going to access the CPU, memory and the storage. It is going to access the CPU, memory and the storage. So simple to say, why, what is the need for the operating system? Now, it acts as an interface between the user and the hardware. It acts as the interface between the user and the hardware. It acts as the interface between the, simply to say, okay, wow, user and the hardware So first definition we finished now. In that what I told for you, it acts as an interface between the user and the computer. Now the term is changed for you. The operating system acts as an interface between the user and the hardware. So simple diagram you people can have like this. Already I finished it for you. So it is your application software that the user is given. Okay, wow. Yes, next you people are going to have the operating system, that is your OS. Here you people are going to have the hardware. It is going to have your hardware. So where is the user here for you? Where is the user? Yes, user. Yes, user is going to interact only with the operating system. User is going to interact with the operating system. Operating system is going to control the hardware and the application software. Everything is controlled by this operating system for you people. So clear with this one? So here what is the operating system is going to do? It acts as a translator. It acts as a translator. Already I told you. It is going to convert the English language into the machine level language. It is going to convert the English language, that is the language that is understood by the user, to the language that is understood by the computer. Okay, well, it is going to convert the, what is going to convert? Convert the English language, that is your higher language, to machine level language. It is acts as a translator, converting the higher level language to machine level. So otherwise you people can tell it is your binary language, that is zeros and ones, no? So it is your binary language. So clear with this one? Clear with this one? Yes, clear with this. By this what else we have finished? So by today just we have finished the introduction to operating system. So first we finish what is the definition for software, then what are the types of software. So what are the types? Yes, there you people are having application software, and the next one it is your system software, and the next you people are having the system software. So next we finished what is the definition for operating system, and next we finish what is the need for operating system. So these are the topics that we have discussed by today. Remaining we can continue in the next class. Yes, thank you students.